Hey everyone, welcome to the live stream for today. Awesome. Hope you are all well and things are amazing in whatever part of the world you are from. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and wherever you are, the same, the same. I am excited, actually, guys. This is really cool. I want to say thank you for hopping in on today's chat. And yeah, I literally trying out this new piece of software for our videos to see how well it works. And so, yeah, that's one of the things that I've been kind of working on is just trying to make these videos a little bit better quality and stuff like that, right? So if you hop on here, just, let me know that you're here. Just post a comment and let me know that you're on here. It would be great. So yeah, I have a lot of things I want to do on this channel. I have some amazing ideas, more things I want to share going on into the new year, and I want to know what videos do you want to see more of, right? I'm here for you guys. I love making all kinds of videos, and I have lots to say, but I want to make sure that you guys are getting good quality for the amount of time that you're watching, because it's super important that we are here to support each other. So anyways, that was kind of one of the things I just want to say is what videos do you want to see more of this coming year? So yeah, that's kind of where I am. So I'm going to try this out, guys. I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to click here. Hey, Julie, look at that. Your little message pops up on the screen now. So yes, Merry Christmas to you, Julie, and your family. I hope everything is well in the UK, and you don't have the snow that we have right now. A little crazy. And thank you for your kind comments on my video this morning that just got posted out. It was a joy. It was a joy to make, and yeah, I think there's a lot of people out in the world that kind of need to hear, messages from people. Just, a nice message of hello, how you doing? It can go a long way with regards to, how people, how it affects their day, right? So I'm really big with trying to go out of my way to lift people up, right? Make people feel better, put a smile on their face, all that kind of jazz, right? So very cool. Fred, how are you, my friend? Nice to have you join us. Very, very cool. Yes, I had a great Christmas. Absolutely. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm actually enjoying this new little program I have going now. It kind of makes the broadcast a little bit more fun, right? Because I was having a hard time trying to read all the comments as they were scrolling by on my screen. Now it's much easier. I can actually just click on everybody and boom, post it out there. And I actually may upgrade to a newer version or a paid version of this. I just wanted to try it out, see if you guys like it, and if it makes sense to continue to do. So yeah, just go ahead, post your questions down below or on the side. That would be great. And yeah, I'll kind of dive in. So if you've seen my video today, thank you for watching. It was pretty crazy to make. I really enjoyed it. It was super, super fun. I always try to go out and try to spread Christmas cheer. And one of the things that I have done is I've held on to that Santa costume. That Santa costume is like 5 years old. So that was the very first that was the very first what do you call it? Very first run I ever did. It was called a Santa run. It was a 5K. And so I held on to that for all these years. Actually, maybe it's 6 years. I held on to that. And every year I try to, I go out for a run just to, spread Christmas cheer, in my town. I think it's cool. Puts a lot of smiles on people's faces. A lot of the kids were out. They were tobogganing, and they stopped what they were doing, and they were jumping up and down, waving, "Hey, Santa!" And it was really, really cool. I kind of get into that spirit. It's such a cool time, right? So because crazy times are upon us right now, and we've actually just hit into a 28-day lockdown. So I'm not going anywhere. I am an essential service worker, being in real estate, so I will be, showing houses. But other than going to the grocery store and showing and going to appointments and stuff, that's all I'm doing. There's really nothing else. So Ontario, that's where we're at, right? So it's a little different, anyways. So, anyways, I hope all of your Christmas was going well. Did you, whereabouts are you celebrating Christmas? Did you guys get anything cool for Christmas? I actually got a really kind of cool travel mug. It's kind of neat actually having a little thermos to put my coffee in, because typically it just gets cold all the time because I forget about it. But when it's in this container, it's awesome. It can kind of hold it for a while and all is nice and warm, right? So Fred, you may be getting my daughter to come down. She may come down to say hi, see how she's doing. So Fred was asking, how is the chest strap? Well, chest strap did not arrive. I don't have a chest strap. However, I am allowed to go out and purchase, because the moratorium of me being able to go ahead and buy anything is now lifted. So I'm good to go out and get my heart rate monitor strap, which I will go ahead and I will do. I'm pretty pumped, pretty excited about that. It's been a long time since I wore a chest strap. Probably when I first kind of started Maffetone, I did use it, and then the battery died, and then something else happened with it. And anyways, time to get a new one, and so I'm pretty excited to get the Polar H10, which I'll probably do a little review on once I start using it and see the accuracy of it, because they say it's pretty darn good. Oh, so hey, I want to show you my shirt that I got. This is kind of cool. All you runners can relate to this. There you go. Yes, poop then run, right? That's what it's all about. Because I sometimes, I come down and my wife's like, "You haven't gone for your run yet?" And I'm like, I haven't gone yet. I can't go yet. I can't run. So yeah, sometimes that's the big joke in our family. Oh, and okay, my family's crazy. So they went out and they bought me this toilet paper, and it's specifically rolled. It's very, very tiny. Like it's about that round, or hold on a second. It's about that round, and I can actually put it into my pocket and go run with it, right? So hang it on like a tree branch or something. But there's always it's always a crazy story, right? Warm coffee, which is really good. All right, what do we got here? Julie says she's got a couple of running books, including the Big Yellow Book of Endurance. Yes, awesome. I saw that on Discord. So happy that you got that. That's a great read. And again, it's not like a read that you're going to go all the way through at once, but you can pick whatever chapter you want or read through it. I mean, I kind of went, all the way through it. When I got it, it was very cool. I really enjoyed it. A lot of great things, little nuggets in there that you can pick out, and it should be really cool. Julie says the struggle is real. I don't know if I could run in a city, because might be really hard for me, because I'd be like always having to look and figure out where the washroom is. At least here, like I got like there's so many trails, there's so many where I am, like no one's around, right? Like I can just run. But there are crazy stories where I go running, and before you know it, I'm into some crazy situation, and it's like, how did I end up in this boat? Because there's a lot of embarrassing times, I'll tell you that. So what do you guys think? You guys like this new new little look that we're trying to pull off here? I'm trying to get a little bit more professional here for you guys. I'm working on it. So yeah. So anyways, I've got a question from somebody, and This was from one of our subscribers, and they were asking, what foods do I eat on a long run? And the foods that I eat on a long run, um, they're all different all the time. Only because, for me, I try to figure out how far am I going to run, and what pace am I running? Like what heart? Well, obviously, I already know what heart rate I'm running at. I'm running in my MAF zone. So as I'm in that zone and I'm running, I don't burn, like I'm not burning carbohydrates, right? Like we all know, I'm just burning my own fat as an energy source. So literally, I go out and I run. I don't even think about fueling, like eating, because I'm not hungry. So I literally just run. And I'd run for like 4 hours on nothing, right? Just water, electrolytes, and that's all I would run with. So for me, that's just how my body operates now. Like I'm pretty streamlined when it comes to that. Now, if I'm running like a harder effort, or like if I'm running a race and I'm running, something like much faster, then yeah, there's certain products that I'm going to consume. So, people have asked me, am I going to go ahead and is my race pace my am I going to run math in a race? And the answer to that is no. I'm actually going to race. I want to see how fast I can go. I've been training so long at these levels, just want to see where I'm at. So when I do run a race, what do I consume? Like what do I eat? Right? So I'll show you what I consume. So when I'm out for a run, okay, there we go. So I will have Tailwind. These come in like little packages. I mean, there's in this one package that I have. Let me just tell you where are we here? Oh, it's so hard to see. Anyways, I think there's 230 milligrams of sodium in this. Sea salt is 376 milligrams. Sodium citrate is 230. Total carbohydrates in this is 50 grams. In this one package is 50 grams. And there's 200 calories. So this will last me for a while. So anyways, I don't have any stomach issues when I consume Tailwind. It works really well for me. I can't consume like regular gels. Like those things really, I get gut rot from those. And I found myself like not in a good position when I ever had like any of the goos. It doesn't matter whether it's from Hammer or whether it's from Goo. I just can't. And I've tried to get Spring Energy, and I can't get Spring Energy because it's from the US, and I can't drive there to go get it, and they won't ship it here. So anyways, I'm out, right? But I can have Tailwind. And Scratch Labs. This container is not actually in very great condition, but Scratch Labs, sorry. Anyways, hold on a second. Yeah, right there. Anyways, Scratch Lab. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. I've used this a couple of times, and it's good. And it's hard to see. They write it on these silver packages, and I can barely read them. I don't even know. They're vegan. It's dairy-free, kosher, all that kind of stuff. Non-GMO. And it doesn't give me any gut rot. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to read here. I should have wrote this all down. Anyways, I can't figure it out. I can barely read it. So, but anyways, that's another one that I've used. I've consumed. It works out really well. And then I've also used after a run sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll use my sprouted vegan protein. Right, this stuff works really well. You can get Sun Warrior is another one. You can get Vega. I've used all of them, and they're pretty good. But again, it's not all the time. It's just depends on what I eat. I don't really have like a set thing that I have other than my electrolytes. I have a lot of Noon tablets. Those are really good because the 0 calories and it's got electrolytes in it, right? So I've typically gone for that. Hello, everyone. Sebastian says, well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy wherever you are in the world. What are we celebrating, guys? Let me know. Comment below. Let me know what we're celebrating here. Julie said, I feel really depleted after a 2-hour fasted MAF run yesterday. I was exhausted all day after. You know, when I first started doing that, it was my body learning to burn fat fully by itself and nothing else. Because typically I found before I started MAF, I mean, I really wasn't running in my fat burning zone. But to get your body into that position to go ahead and burn it, your body has to figure out what to do, right? Because I mean, you probably on a daily basis, you're not like low carb. And if you're not low carb, your body's just using carbohydrates throughout the day. So if you lowered the amount of carbohydrates that you consumed and you started to figure out and stay running in that MAF zone, what I found anyways for me is when I started shifting last year to doing those 2-hour long runs, and the more of them that I did it fasted, my body started to get really good at burning fat as that fuel source. And then when I intermittent fasted and I had my eating window narrow to like, I don't know, 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever it was, or whatever it is, because again, it just changes depending on what time of day, right? But yeah, my body learns to burn fat and it works out really well. But when I did my fast, like when I did a 7-day water fast, full 7 days, right? Full 7 days, I would literally be running while I'm fasting, right? 7 full days, nothing to eat. And my body, after about day 4, my body started to get really good. And I started to actually improve my runs, right? And so last year, I got better and better and better as the week went along. And with my heart rate, because again, when you fast, your heart rate is elevated. So the longer I fasted for, it kind of peaked and then it started to come back down again. And I started to become really efficient at burning fat as that fuel. So anyways, that was some of the things that I had happen when I was out for those long runs. It just got better and better as time went by. Hopefully that helps, Julie. Pink salt, Julie. Pink salt, Fred's saying. Yes, pink salt is awesome. What do we got? Fred, probably. Oh, hold on a second. I skipped. There we go. I forgot to take electrolytes and only had plain water. Could it have been that? Possibly. Possibly. Yeah, I mean, the thing is again, one of the things that we have to watch for, and again, for me, this is one thing I've noticed is even though you're not sweating crazy amounts like you are in the summertime, you're still sweating, right? You still got to replace those electrolytes. So again, you got to pay attention to that. So it definitely, Julie, it could have been just like Fred was saying there. Depends on how long you've been running fasted. I don't eat or drink on 2-hour runs. Yeah, exactly. So again, the longer that you are running this way, the more that you've taught your body how to do this, the better it is, right? Your body just kind of learns. Neil says, running Fred, fasting, how fasting works. Stay with it. Yes, absolutely, Fred. Here's the thing, right? If it works for you, don't change, right? Don't change. That's the way I always look at things. If it ain't broke, don't fix. But sometimes you just gotta experiment, right? You gotta experiment to kind of see, right? Your fitness plays a large part in calories and fluid needs on long runs. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. I know, just easy to post about running on various accounts. Let the haters get sick and fat. I had a couple of people who subscribed, and then when they found out that I did a water fast, this is back months ago, like back in March, when they found out that I fasted, they left. I'm like, that's okay, right? That's okay. Look, we're not for everybody, right? Like, it's like vegan, right? So, being plant powered, I've had lots of people say, well, I can't do this because, I can't run, I can't run because I need to eat meat, or I can't run because, being vegan it's not going to help me, or like whatever it is, right? Everyone's going to come up with their own take, or like, where do you get your protein from? Plants. That's where I'm going to get it from. Nuts and seeds, right? There's a lot of protein there. Protein mixes, right? It's made from plants, right? So it just, everyone's going to have a different take. And you know what? It's okay. Non-judgmental. Everybody can hate. Everyone can love, whatever it is. I literally just do my thing. And if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, hey, that's also fine. It really doesn't matter. What I think, right? Is what works for you, what works for your body. And then somebody had said to me, how can you do math? You don't eat meat. I'm like, I don't need to eat meat to do math. Like, there's nothing in the rule book that says that. You know what I mean? And so I've had like people kind of come and say things like that, but they're not saying it being mean. They're saying it because they want to learn, right? They want to know more. And so you open up that dialogue, that conversation with them. And then before you know it, they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. That's amazing. And then all of a sudden they kind of, things start to change for them, right? Like just the way they think, the way they comment, it's a little bit easier, right? And to have that dialogue, to have that conversation. So anyways, that's just some of the things that I've experienced and I've noticed when I'm talking with people. How long have you been vegan? 5 years. And it's not a full 5 years. I had to slowly kind of work my way into it because, again, I was sick, fat, overweight. I was like a cheeseburger away from a heart attack. Like, it was crazy. But it just took me a little bit of time, a little bit of an adjustment to try to figure that out. But the longer I did it, the better I felt, the more I wanted to continue. Right? It was the kind of that cycle that goes down, right? Hey guys, if you're joining us for the first time, we've got a number of more viewers here. Just hit the like button. It would really, really help if the channel. If you're liking these videos, please comment. If you want your question answered, more than happy to help in any way. So yeah, if you're liking the videos, please like, comment, all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. Julie, watching videos about fasting can be intriguing for people with anorexia. Oh, that could be a triggering one for sure. That may be why some subscribers leave and they're protecting their recovery. Absolutely. See, that's why it's so important to not judge people, right? Because you don't know where they're coming from, right? You don't know what they're going through in their life. Like, even in person, like, I don't judge anybody. Everybody, they do their thing, right? Like, just be kind, be considerate, be compassionate, and be there for people, right? And just talk to them like a person. You don't need to preach, right? It's just, this is me. This is my story. Your story is going to be different. And that's how I've approached things, right? Over time. So it's just coming to running, like, again, running is amazing for me, but it may not be good for somebody else, right? They might even want to be on a rowing machine. They may have really, really bad knees or a knee replacement, or I don't know, whatever, right? But again, I'm not there to judge them, and they're free to do what it is they want. And I learn so much when I basically shut up. I don't always talk this much. Well, maybe I do. But anyways, I do learn a lot from others, and I will change my thoughts and my opinions over time as I learn more and more things. Like, I'm always learning, right? All the time. And just when I think I know everything that there is about Maffetone method training, no, I learn so much more, right? I have crazy adventures. I run like Santa Claus outside. I run when it's cold. I'm going to run outside in my shorts with no shirt on next month. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, right? I could just do all kinds of crazy stuff. But again, I just do it for me. I like creating, I like creating exciting things, right? That's what I love to do. So anyways, yeah, it's kind of neat. 5 years vegan for you. Oh, good for you. 5. Very, very cool. Julie, what was one of the hardest things for you doing that shift to go from being, full on meat to making that shift over to being vegan? Like, how did that work for you? What goals are you setting for next year? That's a very, very, that's a very good one. Okay. You know what? You're all here. All 15 of you here. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to just share my screen and I'm going to show you what one of my goals are for next year. Hopefully this works. Don't leave me here, guys. Stay with me. So I'm going to disappear, but my screen is going to be here. Okay. And then let me figure out, how do we do this? We do here. Hold on a second. Okay. Do I do this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hold on a second. This is what we do. I'm going to do this and I'm going to go share a screen. I'm going to Chrome tab and then I'm going to share that. All right. So hopefully you guys can see this. And this is my 100 miles that I plan on running next year. This is the route. Hopefully, this is one of a couple. So anyways, this is my thoughts. So I thought I would start kind of up above my house or above where I live, because I live in town, run all the way down, because I live over here, come down into the Boyne Valley, and then make my way south through our Mono Cliffs Provincial Park, which is very cool. I haven't taken you guys there yet on any of my videos. And then take you down into Hockley Valley Provincial Park. Again, I haven't taken you down there. Then I'll kind of run along, and then I'll run down past my office, because my office is right there. So I can literally run right behind my office, come down here, make my way over to Palgrave, which is further east, and then come down into South Caledon through the rail trail all the way, and then finish over in Bell Fountain in the Forks of the Credit. Now this would be, as Strava says, 163 kilometers or 164 kilometers. It would be 3,639 meters of elevation gain, or it's about, if I did my math correct, hold on a second, 12,000 feet of gain is what I would have on that. So yeah, that's kind of what one of my goals are for this year. Now, if I come back, so that was one of the goals that I'm setting for, when is it? August? I think I'm setting it for August. So that's what, 8 months? I got 8 months of training to do. And to be quite honest, I am not prepared at all. Guys, that 50 miler, it did take a bit out of me. And I don't know if you've probably seen it, I've said it, but if you follow me on Strava, you probably notice there hasn't been a whole lot of consistent running or any real goal of running or anything. It's been very wishy-washy because that recovery was crazy. And I kind of got into a funk. Obviously, we talked about that. But just my, I think I started to have a little bit of runner's knee going on. So I started to do a lot of, I didn't even mention this to anybody. I just, took a little bit of time just to kind of work on strengthening and stretching and things like that. So been focusing a lot on that over the holidays as well. And I didn't run today. And that's one of the reasons, because I ran the last 2 days. So I thought I'd kind of take today off just to kind of chill out and not, not strain it, not give it too much. Right. But yeah. So Sebastian says, vegan for 7 years now. The hardest part was the endless discussions with my family. 7 years later, it's still not over. Oh my gosh, 7 years. And you're still having to, you know what? Sometimes, man, you just live, you just do your thing, and they're either going to follow you on your journey or they're not. And either way, it's going to be what it's going to be, right? Like, there's not two ways about it. I can't wait because, look, I ate meat for so many years and it got me to where I was, right? You've seen the video, right, of me being fat, overweight, right? So it got me to there. And I'm like, I don't want to be there anymore. So when I did a 180, started going back. And so I made those changes and it's been great. One of the things that I do miss, though, is I don't miss eating animals. Like, I don't miss that part. And even thinking about it kind of grosses me out a little bit. However, the the Beyond Burger and the Impossible Burger or the Impossible mincemeat or the corn, I don't look at that as being meat. I look at that as like being just beans, just ground up, and then you can fry them or whatever, right? Like I don't do that shift in my head. But what it's allowed me to do is it's allowed me to actually go ahead and go to like a barbecue and bring my own burger with me, right? Or or have people over to my house and then they can experiment and try some new food that they've never had before. So it does give me that freedom socially to be out there with people and just being able to, eat the way I want to eat, but yet feel like I'm part of, the guys, you know what I mean? Like with the boys type of thing, right? So Julie says, my two daughters, teenagers at the time, became vegan in 2015. I spent a year transitioning as I was worried it would affect my running, but doing it gradually meant that it never did. Yeah, very good. Very good. Oh, after my longest ultra, 2016, my body forced me to rest for months and months. Didn't really feel back to normal for a long time. Everything just ached. Just give your body the time it needs. Yeah, absolutely, Julie. That was a first for me, and I never experienced it. And then when I tried to come back, I think I think the trigger for me was about 3 weeks. I think it was about 3 weeks after, and it was a day that I was doing a live stream. I went out and I ran a half marathon, and I noticed when I finished, my right knee was just not right. It just wasn't right, and so because of that, um, I've had to scale back. Some weeks it would be like, for 1 week it would be fine, then the next week it would kind of act up again. So then I found when I was driving my car, when you kind of sit down and you put your foot on the gas, it would start to hurt my knee, and I was like, that must be because I've never had runner's knee ever. So I thought maybe that's what's going on. Anyways, I don't know. Have any of you guys had runner's knee? There's 14 of you here. Have you had any injuries that you want to speak of? Because, hey, honestly, like I've only had a few. One of them is like this runner's knee thing that I kind of am overcoming or whatever, if that's really what it is. I had a torn calf. I've had Achilles issues. I had something go on with my glute earlier on in the year. And then there was a bunch of other things I can't even remember. There was many of them before I kind of started into math. But in terms of running, there was another question that I had from somebody that I would talk about, and they said was, when you periodize your training and you're literally just running at math and you're shuffling along, they said, my gait just seems to be really off and I don't seem to be moving well. And so they said, my heart's great, all that's good, but my muscles are sore and painful and everything else. So they're going to be doing, a little bit more strength training, because we as runners, we kind of forget about that, right? We just want to run all the time. And so the more we run, that's perfectly fine. But there are issues, right, that kind of come along with that. If you don't give your body the rest it needs, and if your muscles aren't as strong, then yeah, you're going to run into some things. But I also found that my stride, my gait, someone said, I think I looked a little crippled on one of my runs. And anyways, and I was like, wow, I got to look at myself. So I started to kind of look at how I was running, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, I don't have the prettiest running form at all. It's terrible. Like my form is awful, but I'm able to run. But again, that's one of the other things that I'm hoping to do is maybe improve my form this year. Maybe doing some more drills is going to help with that. That's one thing that just, for me, trying to find the time in the day, because I want to get my run in, and then I got to deal with work and then just family life, shower and all that kind of stuff. So I just need to figure out when I'm actually going to be doing these other things that I want to add in. So it's just a matter of kind of, trying to prioritize where all that fits into the day. But definitely drills are going to be helping. Sebastian says, yeah, bring your own food is always better. Absolutely. But the problem with that is people want to eat my food all the time. Oh, and for all of you who haven't seen my shirt here, there you go. There's my shirt. Hold on a second. I got to go this way. There you go. That was a gift that my family got me. Yeah, it's amazing that you take your food to wherever you're going, and it's really the only food that you can eat, right? Because if you're gluten-free and you're vegan and you go to a party, I'm going to guarantee you there's nothing there that you can eat, unless you make your way over to the vegetable tray, if there is one, and then you can't dip it in because usually they have ranch dressing. So you're sitting there just eating plain vegetables, right? Which is fine, nothing wrong with it. I typically like hummus. So the problem is people always want to eat your food. Oh, wow, that's really good. It tastes awesome. And I'm happy to share, but that's always what happens is they want to eat my food. So anyways, I always tend to bring more because that way then, at least I have something to eat and share, basically. So Eric says, I have runner's knee now. It feels inflamed and only sore after I run. Hot tub has helped. Got to go and do a 5K. Happy holidays. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, it does. It feels inflamed. It just feels, I don't know, just feels not right. So I've been heating and cooling, and it's been working. It's been good. I should just go outside and do snow angels because that would probably work best. So what do you guys think? Crazy amount of snow that we got. We even got more snow last night. That's like 3 days in a row we've got snow. So I think we're up to about, I don't know, maybe 50 centimeters where I am. I just know there's a lot of snow out there and I have to shovel it again. I love snow, but man, just shoveling it, it can be a real pain sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, so I had another question here. So again, guys, what videos do you want to see more of from me this year, right? I'd love to know, right? So if you've got a certain topic that you want me to cover, just let me know and I'll go ahead and see what I can do about making it. Because again, I like to do videos for you guys. I think it's important that I'm able to communicate with you guys and give you what you're looking for. And then if there's things that I think you would find interesting, obviously make those videos as well. But yeah, the more ideas that I have, it does help me. But hey, if it ain't broke, I won't try to fix anything, right? Like if you like these, let me know that you like them, right? Because I mean, it means a lot, right? So, snow looks so Christmas. Yeah, it does, Julie. It's quite amazing the way it looks out there. Now, give it a couple of weeks when it's all muddy and dirty and everything else, and it's like, ugh, it just looks awful. But when it first snows, it looks beautiful on the trees. I was out filming. I have another video that I'm going to share with you guys, but probably next week I may have about 3 more videos that are going to come out throughout the week, just kind of capping off the end of the year and then going into the new year. There's all kinds of new things that I've got that I'm going to talk to you guys about. So there's always something going on. There's always something that I'm always trying to do. But I love running when it's like this because it's so Christmassy, like you said. And sometimes you run through the trees and like the snow is falling off and it kind of falls in your face. I don't know. It's a special time of the year, right? I love that kind of stuff. I enjoy your regular running videos. Hearing about your math journey, especially the ones you do that reassure me the struggles with math are normal. Thanks so much. I appreciate that, Julie. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's funny because, when I started running and I started to have all these doubts in my head last year before I started my channel, they were kind of always, I don't know, they were always like nagging at me, like, is this really working? Is this, do I need to go longer? Like I had all these things and I couldn't really get the answers I wanted I mean, obviously I could get them from the book to a degree, but they're very, sometimes it's kind of technical and there's a lot of information. Sometimes I needed it kind of distilled down into a nice, easy something to watch because I'm a very visual person. Like I love video, and I just find it's just easier for me just to kind of watch something, right? So, yeah. So, anyways, thanks. I appreciate that. I'll definitely keep on doing that. And your math progress videos. Okay, cool. That's always good to know. There's definitely going to be more of those coming out because of this break, this crazy unstructured training, right? I don't know if you guys have looked at what my heart rate's like, right? I'm transparent. I always say it. It's not good. It's not good. And I don't know if it's the holiday season, right? Drinking like, of course, I know what it is. What am I talking about? It's the caffeine, or it's the caffeine. It's the caffeine. Oh my gosh. It's the caffeine. It's the chocolate. It is all the Christmas foods that are abundance downstairs. It doesn't matter if they're vegan or not. They've still got sugar in them. All those things, right? So yeah, that is definitely derailing me. And looking at what my heart rate is at, and then throwing in all the snow, and then dealing with my runner's knee, all of those things, it's like, good Lord, I just wonder what it's going to be like when I start back in the new year. Like, what is it? Where am I going to be? Like, am I going to be all the way back to square one, or will it just progress and get a little bit better each day? I know it needs to be done. There's no doubt. But the thing is, though, is how long is it going to take, and how much have I lost, and where am I? That type of thing, right? So don't really know, but again, there'll be videos to show that progress, right? Just to show you what can happen, right? I'm always happy with more running vlogs and not too much gear review. That's why I like your channel. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of gear to review. I think I've done my shoes, done my watch. I'll do my chest strap when I eventually get it, but I'm not really techie. Like, I don't know. I'm more chilled out. I don't know. I like all videos. I like making my running videos. I like when I'm running and I'm talking. I like when I'm going through that. It's a cool thing, right? Because it feels like I have somebody to run with, right? And I'm not so lonely out in the trail. Like, don't get me wrong. I love running on the trails, running on the road all by myself. But when I'm filming for you guys, I feel like you're there with me. So it's not really like I'm by myself. I'm actually there. So it's kind of neat. Like, I had somebody stop me the other day when I was doing one of my videos where I kind of like when I would kind of run over the camera and then do the front and then flip to the back. And I had somebody stop me. They're like, "Oh, you forgot your camera. You forgot your camera." I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm coming back. I'm coming back." And then it kind of got into like this whole long, story. And anyways, I saw them running for the first time the other day. We started running. We're watching your channel. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, you just don't know who you kind of inspire to kind of get out there. The other videos I do like to make, and I haven't made I don't even know if I've meant or made a lot of them. I think I made one way back in April. And it's like, why don't we change? Right? That was one of the ones I made. Why don't we change? And anyways, it's out there. It's a non-running one, but anyways, I made one back then. I like motivation. Like, I've done a lot of motivational speaking at different forums, different events and stuff like that. Like, nothing big or anything, but smaller venues. Like, I've spoken in front of 2,000 people before, and done like motivation talks kind of that way. So I've thought about maybe throwing in one of those every now and then, because I know a lot of people always look for like motivation on certain things. So anyways, that's some that I've thought about doing. But okay, what's it? Julie says, "I'm not interested in gear reviews." Okay, right? So yeah, so you're the second one, Julie. I'm looking at changing my, okay, so Michael says, I'm looking at changing my diet to keto next year. Also looking at finishing my first marathon in May. Any advice on strength in exercise? Yeah, you don't need to have so many. I think some of the ones that, as you build up your mileage, you got to factor that in to your schedule, right? In terms of when you're going to start doing your training and then how you're going to fit the strength training in. But planks, right? Doing planks, working on your core, right? Push-ups. I've also done side planks. I've done bridges. There's a lot of different videos that you can do. Squats, deadlifts, very, very helpful. Leg raises, right? Get on the stairs and just kind of lift on your calves like that. Just different things, right? But I'll probably put together a video and just kind of share some of the things I've done to help, right? So, and then going keto. Here's the thing about being in ketosis is one thing. The challenge, though, so you're probably not going to do it long term. You'll probably do it for a period of time, okay? Which works out, it's fine. You can eat low carb, high fat. That's what I do, right? And that's what Dr. Phil Maffetone talks about. So I've kind of worked my diet into that fashion. So anyways, I don't know if that helps. Mike is like, yeah, I have a left knee issue and Achilles one. Yeah. And typically I find the Achilles, it's just kind of overtraining, right? It's because mine happened when I ran my first half marathon. That's when I started really feeling it. So I just had to slowly kind of massage it, and just kind of, just kind of cool back on the amount of miles I was running for a little bit. Cross training is also good. Do you do any kind of cross training? Oh, there we go. Like cycling, swimming, skiing, good for knee problems. I don't have any cross country skis. I used to have snowshoes, but they broke years ago. I like yoga. Yoga is good. I cycle. I'll get on my bike, not inside obviously, but I'll ride my bike. That was on what day was it? Day 12? I think it was day 12 of my 12 days of gratitude. And I went out and I was, riding my bike, and that felt good, right? It felt good on the leg, right? You're working the muscle, right? Your knees moving. There's no pressure on it. It's very different. So yeah, to answer your question, I've done a little bit of that. I do like downhill skiing, but I haven't downhill skied since probably February. I think February was the last time I was downhill skiing. I was over in Utah in Park City, which was really cool. What do we got here? Julie says, the thing I love about running is that you don't need a lot of gear. I love the simplicity of running. Yeah, I agree, Julie. Absolutely. When you can just like walk out of your house and just go for a run and you don't have to even think about things, it's really, really easy, right? It's not too hard. It's not like you have to go to the gym and do you have all this stuff to go for a shower and then I don't know. Running, you're right. It's simple. Put the shoes on, get out the front door, and you're good to go, right? Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. It's my daughter, Conrad. I was training for a half marathon. COVID stopped me racing, picked up my ultra running, and picked up a few injuries that relaxed after cross training. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty cool when you can start looking at what you were doing at one period of time, which led into something else, It's kind of neat, right? But yeah, cross training, I think, is important. So, Katie, what do you have to say to everybody? Fred was here. I don't know if Fred. Hey, Fred, are you still there? I don't know if Fred left, but Fred was very, very active at the very beginning. Where was he here? Hold on. He was. There he is. Yeah, Fred was there. Yeah, Fred was one of the first ones. And Julie's like, yes to motivational stuff. All right, cool. Yeah.
He's good at that. So I don't like the. Sorry, your camera's being weird. I don't like the way it is. I'm fine.
You don't like the way it's up here?
No, the fact that I turn my head one way, it looks other way on the camera. Sorry.
She has a good side.
No, it's throwing me off.
Okay, that's all right. So yeah, so Katie, how was Christmas for you?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm recovering 'cause I'm tired, but it's good.
Awesome. And oh, hey, you know what we did, guys? Katie and I got together and we did a little bit of a get to know your daughter. And
He actually did pretty well.
yeah, the video is coming out, working on it. That'll be one of the ones next week, just to kind of end off the year. Because we did dad tag, and this is the daughter side. So I think it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on a sec, we got another one. Julie says, hi, Katie.
Hi. I'm here. We're going to the barn by side. Come in and say
Oh,
hi.
are you? Okay.
Well, as soon as my mother can fit in here and actually.
Yeah, are you gonna go ride?
No, we're just going to say hi.
Okay. You can take the GoPro if you want.
I don't want to take
the GoPro. Okay. So you're gonna leave the GoPro for me.
He's obsessed with it.
Hey, I don't know. The video's turned. Oh, hey, Fred's there.
Hi.
There's Fred. Hey, Katie. Did you want to invite? You want to buy plenty?
Yeah, I was spoiled.
Oh my gosh, you should have saw oh man, there was so many things.
You were pretty spoiled too. Have you shown your shirt?
Yeah, they like my shirt, right? You guys, what do you guys think of my shirt? You like my shirt? Can we all resonate with like what my shirt talks about? Because man, you're still asleep whenever I go out for a run. So
not always.
Okay, not always, but
this morning I'm probably up.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah,
it's not my fault. I sleep a lot.
It's all good though. Yeah. So you're okay. So you guys are gonna go, but she just needs to come up and get stuff. So is she waiting on me then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I'll stay here for a little bit. So.
Okay, no problem. All right, questions, guys. Anything for Katie at all? Anything? Going once? Going twice?
Give them time to type.
I know. No, they need time. So yeah, if you have a question for Katie, just post it below and I will get to it. Also, what do you guys think of this whole new having people's comments up on the screen and being able to share my screen with you guys? Hopefully you guys are finding that helpful because I think it's kind of neat. I think it's kind of neat. I like it. It makes things a little bit easier. And I can also bring people on. I can also bring people on video, which is really cool. So if you got on, we could actually bring you in and we'd have like two screens on one, which is kind of neat. So if you want to be a guest, just let me know and I'll bring you on and we can all chat. But yeah, so definitely there will be a goals video coming out, guys. Totally geared towards the new year on the things that I want to achieve. That will be happening. Right, Kate?
Yeah. I also want to point out that I know I commented on some of your posts, but you know exactly what I'm going to say, don't you?
No, I'm worried.
On Christmas Day, I was very clear that I did not want to go out anymore.
Oh, here we go.
I wanted to stay inside where it was warm, all that stuff. And this wonderful creature right here decides that at the snap of a finger, I need to go outside in my pajamas. Don't even have time to grab a coat. Just go outside and take pictures and record, and then his GoPro dies. So therefore I have to go inside, put that inside, go out and get his phone, record with his phone. All when I said I really didn't actually want to go out today.
Yes.
And I did this twice, I think, and I was expected to go with snap of your fingers. I had no time to say yes or no.
Yeah, it was.
So just for all of the pictures that you have of him, I take a lot of them.
Yeah. And the very last part of it.
How do I put up with him? That's a very good idea or good question. I don't know. I've been asking myself that for 18 years.
Julie likes the platform. She thinks it's good.
Does it tell them what it is?
Well, I can see it on the screen. It's just powered by the StreamYard.
Oh,
thing.
that thing. Okay.
Yeah. So when I get the paid version, I can put a logo up top there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Fred. I don't know how anyone puts up with me. I'll tell you, it's just crazy. It really, really is. I have an awesome, supportive family. I'll tell you that right now. Right.
You have a family that puts up with you.
Yes, they do. They definitely do. It's all good though. What was I going to say? I was going to say, yeah. So Katie did my video at the end. So when I got home, the part where I'm kind of at the end, where I'm running, that was her filming.
He actually originally wanted me to go out and bike with him the entire time he was running. Originally, that's what he asked me to do. But don't try and cover it
up. Not on
up.
Christmas because there's snow. You can't bike. I know.
You wanted me.
That was when it was green.
No, you wanted me to. He wanted me to.
Look, here we go again.
Cover it up. But yes, he wanted me to go out. He wanted me to go out and record him on his entire run on Christmas Day. But I said, "Are you out of your mind?" And I said, "No, I am not leaving this house." And yeah, I didn't leave the house.
I don't even know how to reply to that.
Because you know it's true.
I don't know how true it is. Anyways, it's all good though.
Do I ever lie?
No, you're my daughter.
I don't lie.
I had coffee breath. It's all good though. Okay, so yeah, so Julie likes the new platform. Oh, hold on a second. Fred's got another question here. How do you put? See?
Excuse me, I thought we were friends.
See?
I thought we were friends. Did you not hear what I said that I do for him?
Hey, this is just...
I got more stories if you're interested.
Oh, guys, we do not want to go down that road. You know, we talked about the shirt, right? We talked about the shirt. We don't want any of those stories.
You got enough to share.
You don't want those stories. I could write a book.
We've been telling you that for years.
Yeah, I could write a book, but I think I'll pass on the book, though. So hopefully, everyone, your Christmas has been good, holidays have been good, and everyone's been great. Everyone's safe and everything else because it's crazy times. Do you want to read this question then?
You can read it.
I got this so Katie could read them too because my eyesight.
See, he's forcing me into things.
I just asked her if she wanted to.
No, I'm good.
All right, fine. Yes, I loved your gratitude run idea. I unfortunately picked up pneumonia, so I couldn't take part. Weeks of staying in the warm and cozy home, but we'll restart soon from zero. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good, Conrad. Don't worry about it. As long as you're feeling better, that's all that matters. And you'll just work your way back. It's all good. It's not good having it, but as long as you're feeling better, that's the important thing.
He wanted to do like some sort of video leading up to Christmas for running. I actually came up with this idea. So
it was my daughter and my wife's idea.
So
yeah, it was their whole gratitude thing. It was their idea because I needed something. Actually, I'm going to be putting together a video on the 12 days of gratitude, and that will be posted out next week. So I have all the footage. Now I just need to spend the hours and hours of time it's going to take to actually create the video. Just haven't had the opportunity yet, but we'll get there. I'll get that out for you guys. Because I'm
gonna go.
Okay, I'll see you later. Bye, sweetie.
Love you.
All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm not going to take up so much more of your time. You probably have better things to do than just to sit here and listen to me yammer away. But listen, I just want to say thank you very much and Merry Christmas, and you know, I'm going to say Happy New Year, but I'm going to talk to you before New Year. Well, hey, I'm not going to talk to you before New Year. New Year is actually next week, and on Friday or Saturday, it's like the new year. Wow. Okay. So do any of you guys, okay, Michael's got a question here. Hold on. So Michael was saying, just with people asking about plans for next year, I have a 2-year and one hoping to do an Ironman in 2022 for my 40th. Very cool, man. That's awesome if you can do that. That would be sweet. Ironman takes up so much time. I don't know how people can do that. I mean, I would suffer so bad. So, hey, I congratulations on that kind of stuff. Coldest so far this year for me has been -2. Still in shorts, winning. Nothing like your climate. Yeah, it's crazy. I just need to get out and run in shorts. Do you know how many people would think I would be a freak if I ran outside in shorts on this? I think I'm going to do the whole Wim Hof method and run it. And I'll run outside. That would be crazy. Oh my gosh. You have the greatest family. Thanks, Conrad. I appreciate it. It's very cool. So yeah, so a lot of great ideas for the new year. So guys, stay with me. It's going to be an amazing year. I appreciate all the likes and comments that you guys give me. It really means a lot. Keep commenting, because the more comments I get, I have more things to read, and I always respond. I love hearing from you guys. And if you've got ideas or suggestions, please let me know, and I will put them into videos for sure. So anyways, bye for now, everybody. And like I always say, get out and run. See ya. Now I got to turn this thing off. Bye, everybody. Happy New Year.